I am going to be featuring Giggles Montessori products once again, but before I get into the products, I'm just, getting ready right here, and as I'm getting ready, I want to, share with you, what are the principles behind Montessori toys and why are they different from regular toys. So with Montessori toys, they are simply made with minimal colors and they really focus on early skills development for very young children. It can even start from like 1-year-olds really, and there are skills that can be developed for them as well. Whereas with regular toys you see that they have so many colors and they're very overstimulating. So the first one that I will be featuring today is the wooden reading blocks and math educational toy. So aside from showing you the toy, what it's all about, I'll also read some reviews so that you have a better sense of what the real usage of the product is, and you should also feel free to check it out on the actual product listing to see that I am reading a real review. So what's really nice about this, I was able to take a look at it already. What's really nice about it is that it comes in small packaging, and they sent me all their toys. I noticed that all of them come in really, compact packaging, and if you buy all of Giggles toys, you're gonna be able to put them away, and it won't take up as much space as other toys usually do. So believe it or not, in this small package, you will be able to find 3 different kinds of toys. So it's really, good value for your money, and it teaches several skills and you won't have to buy different kinds of sets. So I'll get into it. The main component of this particular toy is the, teaching math. So it starts by, you can start really young, like with really young children who can't recognize numbers yet. You can start with the counting sticks, and they come in several colors and they are neatly organized. So this is also, aside from teaching early math and counting, it's also teaching them colors and how to organize and be tidy. So each of them have their own compartment, which is really good for cleanup time. And so really what you can do with this is, if they're starting to learn how to do basic math, let's say you want to do a simple equation, you can ask your child, what is 2 blue sticks plus, I'll just put this down so I can pick up one of the, let's say it's what is 2 blue sticks plus 3 red sticks, and then you can, put it on the table. So let's say you're trying to teach them what is 2 blue sticks plus 3 red sticks, and then you have your little blocks here for the equations. You just put it there, and then they can give you the answer there. So what is 2 blue sticks plus 3 red sticks? And then, I guess, well, we don't have purple here, but you can just, ask them to use the number block to answer it. And we have the answer right here, that is 5. So there are a lot of possibilities with this. And I think, it's a really good way to start early counting, early addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So really you would start with teaching them how to count with the sticks, and then once they can recognize their numbers, you can start to teach them. I believe, I'm not a teacher, but I may not be a teacher or a parent, but I believe that the most practical way to start teaching basic math would be first addition, then subtraction, then multiplication, and then division. So this can be used by children for several years, because really in early schooling they will just probably do the addition and subtraction, and then once they advance to the next grade they'll learn more. And this is not going to be a toy that they get sick of easily, because you will need it for several years. So the second component of this toy, you can do the reading blocks. So it's nicely packaged here, and it's, aside from teaching them how to form basic 3-letter words, you're also teaching them their vowels. So it's upside down here, so I'll just take them out. And the vowels are of course in the center, so I'll just show you one by one. So you have A, E, then I, O, and then U. So it's complete with all the vowels, and any way that you turn the blocks form a real word. So I think that's really important, because you don't want to confuse a child on different kinds of words. So this is pretty much a really basic way to start them starting to learn how to form words. And this can also help when you're teaching them to form sentences. So I think that's really important, and it's fun. I think this is really nice. And the wood is very smooth and it's well painted, and I don't think that these blocks are going to get rough anytime soon. I wish I could show you more clearly, but it's quite loose around here, so it's easy to spin around and it won't be hard for your child to use. And since there are several of them, they can, if they have siblings, they can, use it together and recite words to each other. So I think that's cool. It's good for sharing if they're in a classroom and interacting with other children. So I think that's really cool, and they're really well made. So after I get into the blocks, I'll get into the last component of the toy, which is the flashcards, and then after that we'll be reading some reviews together. So I'll put these vowel reading blocks away for now. So you have 5 of them, as you can see. And now we have the flashcards. So this one is really cool because it serves 2 functions, and I think I will start by just going through really quickly some of the words that are featured here. So it has not only the word but also an image of it. So this is fig, obviously. We have fig, pin, cat. Oh, this is tub. So I'm gonna show you the function of this one later on. Bed, bib. So there are a lot. There are really a lot of these. You're gonna get through. I'm not sure if you'll get through the entire alphabet, but this is still a really good way to teach how to memorize words and recite words and pronounce words. So that's one component of it as well. You should teach your child how to pronounce them correctly. So the second function, aside from these basic cards, is that you have the cards as well that you can rip on the bottom. So we have this type of card as well. So I already ripped it on the bottom in a previous stream, but really the purpose of this is once they have already mastered the regular card, so there is also a tub card for this in the regular cards. Once they have mastered it, you want to see like if they really recognize the object already. Is this already a familiar word to them? So what you can do is rip them on the bottom and then ask your child, what is this? And hopefully if they know it, they'll say tub. It's a tub, and maybe they can even look for this. Or you can do it the other way around. You can ask your child, can you show me the tub? And then they will look for the corresponding image. So I think that's a really cool way to, boost some brain development and memory skills. And so it serves two functions. You have these cards that you can rip, and then you have the regular cards that you don't rip, and they just have this standalone purpose. So I think that's really cool. So I've shown you all of the components already for this toy, and I'll show you the packaging. So it comes in this packaging. Again, 3 different components of this small package, and I think that's really cool. And aside from that, they even come with these nice warranty cards. So with every Giggles purchase, they have these cards, and I'll read them for you. To validate your 6 months warranty, register your product at gigglesmontessori.com/warranty or scan this QR code. So they come with a QR code and a warranty card. So I think that's really admirable that Giggles Montessori wants to make sure that their customers are happy with the product. You buy it off Amazon, but really you have a way to get in touch with them directly as well. So that's really important, and I think it's showing that they put the customers first. So now I'm going to read some reviews because I've just shown you the product, and again, you can check them out and see for yourself that these are real reviews. So we have from Maverick. He said, "This kit is smaller than I expected it would be." So I think that's one really cool thing about the kit, that considering there are 3 different kinds of toys in the packaging, you would get it in just a small package. And I think that's really nice because a lot of toys that children want are huge and take up so much space. So I think it's cool that it's smaller. So he said the kit is smaller than he expected. There are 12 colored sticks for each color, and I'm also seeing here that they seem durable, which they are because they're made of wood, and he gave it a 5-star review. So he really got detailed in describing each part of it, and he also put some pictures so you can see that as you see it in the photos, the listing photos, it's also really how it appears in real life. So another one says here, it's made with very good quality materials and appropriately colorful to help engage toddlers in learning. So that's true. I think one really great thing about it is that it's colorful. So it really engages them, and you get their attention with the colors, and it serves like a dual purpose. Aside from teaching math, you can also use it on very young children to teach them colors. So she also said that, integrating the number tiles at the appropriate time will help establish a link between the manipulatives and numbers. So that is a really good thing to mention because the number tiles come later on. You really do start with the counting sticks, just like I mentioned earlier. And she also said, when your learner is ready, enable you and the child to pronounce the words as they appear, and then rotate the vowels and consonant letters to produce related words, especially rhyming ones. So yeah, just like I mentioned, I wasn't even reading any reviews earlier when I noticed and kind of thought for myself that this is how it works. So I think it's really good that the toy is intuitive how you use it. So now I will move on to the next toy that I will feature, which is the Brain Teasers block puzzle set. So it's also made of wood, and I'll show it to you here. Just like other Giggles toys, as I mentioned, they come in very small packaging, compact, and it's really practical. So it comes in here, and there are 2 puzzles, so it's a set, and I think that's really cool because, you know, with something this small, you would think it's just one, but there's two in here. So I will open it up now. I can already see how smooth it is, and you know, you won't really be worried to let your child play with this because I don't see myself getting any splinters at all anytime soon. It's very smooth and well made. So there, so I just removed the cover, and so I can see here that, you know, each color, they're like their own piece, and I really hope it won't fall, but really what the child does with it is they come up with different shapes with it. So they kind of remove it from here, so I'm just gonna allow it to fall. So they remove it from the wooden board, and there are some instructions on the back that, you know, give an idea of what kinds of shapes can be made. So that's really fun and creative. But of course, you know, it doesn't limit the child to just these suggested shapes. It's really for the purpose of allowing them to use their imagination. So I'm just gonna try to form one of these right now. So I think the fastest one I can come up with right now is probably the fish. So the fish is right there, here. So I'm gonna try to come up with this one. And I can see how this would really, what's the word? It would really keep them busy because they have to look for the right shape, because there are obviously different colors, different shapes for each type. So I think I dropped one of the main pieces that I'm looking for here. Or maybe I just have to put them together. Ah, okay. See, now I'm also learning with this. So, okay, I'm gonna put together the fish, and it starts with two of these like corner purple pieces. So I'll just kind of, I hope that you can see it. But, so there are like two corner pieces, and then two of the yellow. Actually, they even call this like a Tetris puzzle. So if you're looking for it, you'd actually find it by searching that. You know, evidently enough, when you're looking at the pieces, they definitely look like Tetris pieces. So so to continue building the fish, it has two of these like Tetris yellow pieces. So I'm trying to figure it out. See, I'm trying to learn like a child as well. And then I'm almost done. Just give me a moment. Just another one. So, okay, this is actually kind of fun. At my age, I find this fun as well. And then a green square. And then one more of the purple corner pieces. And then you have a fish. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is my first time trying this toy. And I've come up with my own shape. It looks like a fish. Here, I'll just let it kind of fall down so I can show it to you better. Oops. Here. This is a fish. Yay. I think that's cool. Alright, so that's just one, and they have all kinds of suggestions on what you can do. And then, you know, if they kind of finish putting together all these shapes, of course they have the freedom to do whatever else kind of shape that they want. So that is for this board. So this is this big board, and then they also put the shapes together in here. But then there's also this one. So again, it's a 2-in-1 set, and it comes in this small packaging, which is really convenient. You would think that only one goes in here, but it also comes with this one. So the difference between this one and the original one that I showed, all the pieces are on my table now. The difference is that with this one, each shape is different. So, you know, this yellow piece, even though there's another yellow piece, it's a completely different shape. Whereas with this other one, each of the pieces of the same color are the same kind of shape. So all the green ones are squares, all of the blue ones are L-shaped, and vice versa. So that is the difference, and I think it's cool. This one, I'm not really sure which one goes first in terms of with your child's development, which one is easier for them to understand when they're younger and which one they will understand better when they're older, but I will just assume that this one comes first and then they grow into this one. So I am going to read some reviews for this product. Okay. And you can feel free to open up this product listing so that you can check that I'm reading real reviews. Okay. So one person said, "My 2-year-old great niece is learning. It's very well made and she is having a blast, as is her mother." So she bought it for her great niece and the child is playing with it with her mother. So that's fun because it's something interactive and something you share with others. And Carrie Ocampo said, "This was cool, especially for people with autism. She really loves this." Okay, so this is the first time that I'm finding out that this toy can also be used for those with autism. So it's multi-purpose and it's for all kinds of ages and people. So the next review that I will read says here, okay, I'm just trying to load it before I read. There. Okay. So, okay, I think that I'm just having a little bit of a problem with the Amazon website because I'm seeing that it says there's a review here, but I can't open it. Okay, well, in that case, I'll just end it right here. And, hopefully we can get even more reviews on here. So check out the listing and really read more about the benefits and the skills development. But I can also tell you right now that here, I'm reading it off. It says here, geometric puzzles encourage creativity in developing new shapes. So even before I read that, I was able to intuitively come up with the idea that it's really to be creative and use your imagination to come up with shapes here on the board. And it boosts brain development and critical thinking skills. I can see that is true. Teaches self-directed decision making, fine motor abilities, and promises hours of collaborative play. Yeah, just like the review said, the mother and child were playing with it together. So this is something that maybe children can play with in school as well, and get some social interaction out of it. And then lastly, it says each puzzle piece is made with only the finest materials such as durable, high-quality wood, and paint is free from harmful chemicals. So that's good because, if a child is going to be playing with this for hours, if it's not made with, safe wood, they might get a splinter. But again, like I mentioned, it's very smooth. And then the point about it being made with, painted with paint that is free from harmful chemicals. That's also really important because children, very young children, they have thin skin and you wouldn't really want them to be constantly holding something that, if it's made with chemicals, that would get into their skin. So it's good that the paint is safe. This is toxin free, you won't have to worry. And that is pretty much all I have to say right now about the toys. So today I featured first the wooden reading blocks and math educational toy. This is a 3-in-1 product. And then second, I showed you the 2-in-1 product, which is the wooden brain teaser blocks puzzle set. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you can check out the product listings and, you know, see for yourself and try it for yourself. It's very practically priced and put in, you know, small packaging. If you buy all Giggles toys, they will fit in a small corner of the house, and I think that's really cool.